Hello, my dear students of Prep 3. Mr. Maher Sheikh is with you. And today we are going to continue Unit 8. The title of our unit for today is Cultures and Traditions. So let's discuss the main vocabulary of lessons 3 and 4. So we have here Cultures and Traditions is the title of our unit. Customs. So what's the customs? Customs معناها العادات المجتمعية. Customs. We have another word. We have honor. Honor. As we see in the photo, honor معناها يكرم. It's a verb, it's a regular verb, and it can be a noun at the same time بمعنى تكريم. يبقى يكرم وتكريم. Yes. Next, generosity. Generosity, which means الكرم. Generosity. It comes from the adjective generous. So generous, كريم, generosity, الكرم. Yeah. Next, we have the word generations. So what's the generations? Generations means أجيال. Like Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Yeah. Next, we have hospitality. Hospitality معناها الضيافة والترحاب بالضيوف. Hospitality. Yes. Next, alive and dead. Alive and dead are adjectives. Okay? Alive معناها حي على قيد الحياة. Dead معناها ميت. Okay? ولما نحط the before the word dead, we get the noun or the plural noun. Okay? The dead معناها الموتى. Yeah. Okay. We have graves. Graves, which means المقابر. Graves. We have the word tomb. And take care, my dear students. It's tomb. The B here is silent, of course. Don't pronounce the letter B here. So tomb. Yes, معناها مقبرة. Lunar. Lunar معناها قمري related to the moon. Something related to the moon we call lunar. And don't forget that we have solar. Solar related to the sun. Okay? So lunar, adjective. We have long-standing. Long-standing, which means طويل الأمد. ودي عندنا في الإنجليش إن شاء الله في السكندري ستيج هتعرفوا يعني إيه compound adjective. Compound adjective هي صفة مركبة. تعالوا نشوف الإكزامبل اللي قدامنا. We should build a long-standing friendship. Depends on respect and cooperation. So long-standing here معناها طويل الأمد. It's a long adjective or compound adjective. Yes. We have memory. So memory, which means ذكرى. Okay? Memory, ذكرى. Memory, ذاكرة. Yes. We have envelope. Envelope here means ظرف. زي ما احنا شايفين كده الظرف اللي بيبقى inside it a letter. Yes. Now, my dear students, we reach to the reading text in your students' book, page 30. It's about customs around the world. So let's watch the video, then discuss it.
Customs are everyday practices that show the culture of a community. They are not always big festivals, but they play an important role in people's lives. Around the world, customs may look different, but they often share the same purpose: to bring people together. In Mexico, people celebrate the Day of the Dead by decorating graves with flowers and candles. Families believe this custom honors their loved ones and keeps their memory alive. In China, the Lunar New Year is a time when families clean their houses, wear new clothes, and give red envelopes with money to children. This custom shows hope for luck and happiness. In Egypt, hospitality is a long-standing custom that reflects generosity and respect. Guests are welcomed warmly, and a lot of food is often prepared. Offering tea, coffee, or traditional dishes is not just polite, it is a way of showing friendship and care. These customs may belong to different cultures, but they all remind us of shared values: love, respect, and community. Customs, whether simple or grand, keep traditions alive and connect generations.
Now, my dear students, after watching the video, we know about the customs around the world. What is the importance or the purpose of customs around the world? العادات المجتمعية حول العالم. إيه أهميتها؟ It brings people together. يعني إيه brings people together؟ يعني بتجمع الناس. مدينا example in Mexico في المكسيك. The Day of the Dead اللي هو يوم الموتى. In China, the Lunar New Year. عندنا in China الاحتفال برأس السنة القمرية. عندنا in Egypt, and we know all we are Egyptians and proud of being Egyptians. We have hospitality. So what's hospitality? الترحاب. شعب مضياف, as we know, as we all do. Okay? So it shows our generosity, الكرم, and respect for others. Now we reach to some simple questions in order to examine our understanding to the written text. First question is, they showed a space when they gave food and drink to the strangers. يا ترى they showed what? أكيد, I hear you, generosity. So what's generosity? الكرم, الضيافة. Yes. Number 2 or the next, when people die we bury. Bury هنا معناه يدفن. We bury them in caves, graves, mountains, or hills, of course, graves, مقابر. Next, the company has a space that hard working and talented workers. يا ترى الكمباني الشركة بتعمل ايه للtalented workers? I hear you, my dear students of educational programs. Yes, excellent. Honored. So what's honored? يكرم. Yeah. Now, my dear students, we reach to words and opposites. So we have here to discuss the synonym of the word and the antonym of the word. The synonym, which means the same meaning of the word. The antonym is the opposite of the word, عكس الكلمة. تعالوا نشوف السكيدول اللي عندي. We have here word, synonym, then antonym. We have hospitality. So what's hospitality? معناها الضيافة. السينونيم kindness, generosity, الopposite rudeness, rudeness. We have here honor, honor, يكرم. Respect, الopposite dishonor, يبقى احنا حطينا هنا الprefix dis. Yes. Generations, أجيال. Age group or era. Yes. The opposite is ancestors, ancestors. Let's continue. Long standing, طويلة الأمد. قلنا long standing دي compound adjective. Long lasting, the opposite is temporary or short lived. Short lived. Yes. Important, important مهم. Essential والopposite بتاعها unimportant. Yes. Yes. So now we reach to suffixes and prefixes. So what's a suffix? Suffix is a group of letters that we add to the end of the word to change its category. أنا بحط مجموعة من الحروف في نهاية الكلمة عشان أغير الجروب بتاعها. What about prefixes? هي مجموعة من الليترز برضو بس احنا بنحطها at the beginning of the word. So let's discuss them. We have here generate the verb. عايزين نحوله لنون هنحط له suffix ion هيبقى generation جيل. Generous, it's an adjective. عايزين نجيب النون هنحط ity as a suffix تبقى generosity الكرم والضيافة. Yes. Happy, happy, it's an adjective. عايزين نحولها noun so happiness, happiness. Yes. Warm, adjective. عايزين نحولها الادفيرب هنحط لها السفكس ly so warmly بدفء. Yes. care يعتني بيه caring adjective. Yes. Now we reach to collocations. So collocations, which means suitable word with suitable verb, which we call collocations. Yes. So look different يبدو مختلفا. Look different. long lasting custom عادة طويلة الأمد أو عادة موروثة. Yes. keep memory alive يحتفظ بذكرى حية بداخله. keep memory alive. connect generation يربط الأجيال. The Lunar New Year رأس السنة القمرية. In daily life remind someone of something يعني يذكر شخص ما بشيء ما. I remind my daughter of the program. Yes. Belong to يخص belong to. Way of showing friendship طريقة لإظهار الصداقة. Yeah. So now, my dear students, we reach to another question. Let's discuss this question together in order to examine our understanding to the synonyms, the antonyms, the suffixes, and prefixes, and so on. So let's see. Question number 1. Festivals and customs people together. It do what for people? It brings people together. Yes, bring people together. Yes. Next. Customs an important role in people's life. So customs do what? Of course, I hear you. Play an important role. وده expression على بعضه my dear students. Play an important role يعني يلعب دورا هاما. Yes. Next. The word space is the opposite of life. عايزين عكس alive هتكون dead. Yes. Egyptians hospitality الضيافة المصرية. Space generosity يا ترى بتعمل ايه؟ Yes, excellent. Reflects. So what's reflects? Reflects يعني تعكس الكرم المصري. Yeah. Continue. Customs families memory alive. So keep memory alive. معناها ايه؟ معناها يحافظ على الذكرى حية. Yeah. Continue. To form the noun from the verb generate. We add the suffix, of course. Excellent. Generation. So we should pronounce the word, my dear students. Generate, generation, جيل. Next. To get the adverb from the adjective form. عايزين هنا الادverb يعني الحال أو الظرف. We add the suffix. Yes, excellent. ly as a suffix warmly. Yeah. The antonym of honor is glory, disrespect, word, or pride. And عايزين الانtonym, of course, disrespect. Yeah. The word hospitality and kindness are synonyms, opposites, or antonyms. لازم اخد بالي وانا بقرا كويس ان عندي opposites و antonyms دول نفس المعنى يا ولادي بقى of course هي synonyms نفس المعنى. Yeah. Education التعليم is a long-standing process عملية طويلة الأمد. Long-standing is the antonym of. long-standing دي هتكون عكس ايه؟ قلنا واحنا بنقول التيبل بتاع السينونيم والانتونيم انها ممكن تكون short-lived وممكن تكون temporary. So we have temporary and the short-lived as antonym to long-standing. Yes? Now we reach to another question in your exam paper. It's read incomplete. We have a list of words and we have a text and we should put the suitable word in the suitable place. So let's see. Envelopes, happiness, custom, purpose, and reflex. Customs are everyday practices. هي الممارسات اليومية that play an important role in people's life. They may look different, but they often share the same. Of course, I hear you. Excellent. Purpose. معناها ايه purpose؟ معناها هدف أو غرض. To bring people together لتجميع الناس. In China during the Lunar New Year, families clean their houses and give red, of course, envelopes. احنا سمعنا الكلام ده في الفيديو. With money to children. This custom shows hope for luck and, of course, happiness. So happiness, السعادة in Egypt. Hospitality is a custom that, of course, reflects generosity and respect. Yeah. Now, my dear students, we reach to lesson 4. It's about our story for the second term. 20,000 leagues under the sea. So now we are going to start chapter 2. Let's discuss the chapter in details after watching the video for this chapter. Chapter 2, This is the video and let's start watching it.
Aronnax, Conseil, and Ned Land were brought inside through an iron door. There they met the commander, Captain Nemo, a mysterious man of strong will and deep knowledge. Nemo explained that his ship, the Nautilus, was built entirely for life beneath the sea. Powered by electricity, it could travel very long distances without surfacing. Nemo welcomed them politely, but made it clear that, once abroad, they could never return to land. They were to remain with him as long as they lived. Professor Aronnax filled with scientific curiosity. He accepted that as he wanted to learn about the ocean and its secrets. Conseil stayed loyal to his master, but Ned Land, who valued freedom above all, was angry. He began making a plan to escape from the Nautilus. Life on the Nautilus was astonishing. The ship looked like a floating palace underwater, with a library, a museum, and big windows to see the deep ocean. Nemo showed them treasures gathered from the sea, pearls, gold, and ancient aircrafts. He told them that he kept himself away from land. The sea, he insisted, was his only homeland. Thus, they began to feel half prisoners and half guests. They were kept on a journey that was full of wonders and dangers.
So now, my dear students, we listened and watched the chapter 2. So what are the main ideas in chapter 2? We have Aronnax as a professor and his servant Ned Land were taken into the submarine. So what is the title or the name of the submarine? Nautilus, okay? And they met Captain Nemo. Captain Nemo is the owner of Nautilus, okay? And he told them that they had to stay. لازم يفضلوا على الناutilus, okay? And they never return to the land again. طب يا ترى ايه هيكون شعور أروناكس بروفيسور أروناكس؟ as a scientist طبعا الكرياسيتي هتخليه يحب يكمل الجيرني دي. واحنا عارفين ان السيرفنت بتاع كونسيل هيكون loyal to him. طب what about Ned Land? Ned Land prefer freedom to the journey. هو بيفضل الحرية بتاعته and think to escape. Okay, so now we reach to some questions that related to chapter 2. So let's discuss them and find the suitable answer. Yes. Question number 1. What was Captain Nemo's ship called? بيسأل على اسم السفينة بتاعت Captain Nemo. It was called the Nautilus. Repeat after me. The Nautilus. The Nautilus. Yes. Okay. Question number 2. How did Professor Aronnax react to the situation on the Nautilus and why? يعني كيف تصرف البروفيسور للموقف بتاع السفينة ولماذا؟ طبعا هو كان فرحان، كان excited. He accepted it. هو وافق because he wanted to learn about the ocean and its secrets. عايز يعرف أكتر عن الأوشن and its secrets عشان عنده curiosity بتاع العلماء. Yes. Okay, next. Why was Ned Land so restless? يعني ايه restless؟ يعني مش مرتاح. And angry about being aboard the ship. ليه كان متضايق انه aboard the ship؟ لانه بيقيم وبيبجل الحرية على المغامرة دي. Yes. Because he valued freedom. بيقيم الحرية above all and wanted to escape وعايز يهرب من الناutilus. Yeah. Next. How was life on the Nautilus? يا ترى الحياة كانت عاملة ازاي؟ عايزني هنا اوصف الحياة على السبمارين دي. Yes. It was astonishing my dear students. كانت astonishing مدهشة. طب مش عارفة اكتب astonishing you can say exciting. Okay. Amazing كلها acceptable. Like a floating palace. قلنا زي ما تكون قصر عائم under water تحت المية. Yeah. Next. What treasures did Nemo show them for the sea? ايه التريجرز؟ ايه الكنوز اللي وراها لهم نيمو for the sea؟ يا ترى ايه هي؟ pearls يعني لآلئ gold and the ancient artifacts وتحف أثرية قديمة. Yeah. Let's continue. How did Captain Nemo compare the sea to the land? يا ترى كابتن نيمو قارن ازاي بين البحر وبين الأرض؟ He said the land or the sea was his only homeland. قال إن البحر ده هو موطنه الوحيد. يعني he never wanted to return back to the land. Yes. Next, in what way could life on Nautilus be better or worse than life on land? Give example. السؤال ده مهم جدا my dear students. هنا عايزني أعمل مقارنة بين الحياة على ناتولس والحياة على الأرض. أيهما أفضل؟ ولازم أدي example. Very important question. تعالوا نشوف الأنسر. Better because they can explore the deep sea. والله الحياة في البحر هتبقى better لأن أنا ممكن أعمل exploration أستكشف قاع البحر. لكن في نفس الوقت but worse سيئة because they lost freedom لأن هم هيفقدوا حريتهم مش هيقدروا يرجعوا على اللاند تاني. Yeah. Why do you think Captain Nemo chose to keep Aronnax and his friends on the Nautilus instead of sending them back to the land? ليه كابتن نيمو أصر أو اختار إنه يخليهم أو يحتفظ بيهم؟ كابتن نيمو أصر على إن Aronnax and his friends stay on Nautilus and never return to the land. ليه؟ Because he didn't want anyone to reveal the secrets on the Nautilus. مش عايز حد يفشي أسرار هذه الغواصة. Yeah. Now we reach to another question in our story. It's a choose question. احنا عارفين زي ما شفنا في الفيرست تيرم احنا عندنا open-ended questions and choose questions. تعالوا نشوف. Was a mysterious man with strong will and deep knowledge. مين اللي كان mysterious man؟ أكيد احنا عارفين كابتن نيمو كان mysterious راجل غامض. Yeah. Once they aboard يعني على متن الغواصة they could never return to. لما يكونوا على متن الغواصة مش هيقدروا يرجعوا فين بقى؟ Yes, okay, to land. يرجعوا للأرض. Yeah. Next, Ned valued. يا ترى Ned Land valued what? So he wanted to escape. كان بيقدر إيه؟ Loyalty, pearls, gold, or freedom. Of course, my dear students, freedom. freedom معناه هنا الحرية. Yes. Next, Nautilus looked like a floating under the water. يا ترى floating إيه؟ Of course, floating palace. يعني قصر عائم. Yeah. Now, my dear students, we reach to the end of our episode for today. Please study all the vocabulary that we discussed today. Please study chapter 2 in your story and read it carefully and study the questions with the answers and wait for us, inshallah, next episode. Thank you and goodbye.